Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mrs. English Channel. Here, learning English is not only easy, but also fun and friendly. I'm Emily, and I'm so happy to be here with you today.
Hi, Emily. It's really great to be back again with you and with all our amazing listeners around the world.
It's great to see you too, Jack. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling really good, thank you. Actually, I had a really nice morning. The weather was perfect and everything felt calm and bright. And you? How was your morning, Emily?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for asking. My morning was quiet, peaceful, just the way I like it. I had a cup of tea, listened to some soft music, and took a moment to breathe before starting the day.
That sounds lovely. A quiet morning is always a good morning.
Yes, it is. It really helps you start the day with a clear mind. Speaking of my morning, that's something that already happened, right?
Right.
Exactly. And that's what we're going to talk about today. The past. Things that happened before now. Maybe this morning, yesterday, or last week.
Oh, that's a great topic. The past is something we use every day when we talk about our lives, our memories, or even simple things like what we ate or where we went.
That's right. Being able to talk about the past is so important in real conversations. It helps you connect with people, to share your day, your experiences, and your stories.
Exactly. And I think our listeners are going to love this one. So everyone, get ready to travel with us a little bit back in time.
Yes, let's go. Before we travel back to the past, let's stay in the present for just a short moment, because there's something important we want to say to all our wonderful listeners.
Yes, that's right. Hey everyone! If you enjoy learning English with us, please take a quick moment right now to click the like button. It really helps us a lot, and it also tells us that you're enjoying these lessons.
And don't forget to subscribe to Mrs. English Channel so you never miss a new episode. Every week, we bring you fun, simple, and real English conversations so you can listen, learn, and practice with us.
That's true. And if you have friends or family who are learning English too, please share this episode with them. Learning together always makes it easier and more fun.
Absolutely. We're building a friendly community here, a place where everyone can learn without stress, without fear, and with a smile.
Yes, exactly. Your support really means the world to us. It keeps us motivated to keep creating more lessons for you.
So, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We truly appreciate each and every one of you who listens, comments, and practices with us every week.
All right, I think it's time. Are you ready to travel back in time, Emily?
Oh, yes, I'm ready. Let's begin our journey to the past and discover how to talk about it in English. All right, Jack. Are you ready to talk about the past?
I'm ready. Let's go back in time.
Okay, so when we talk about something that already happened, something that is finished, we need to use special words. In English, the most common one is the verb to be.
Ah, yes, to be. That's am, is, and are, right?
Exactly. And in the past, those words change. Let's start with was.
Was. So that comes from is, correct?
Yes, exactly. For example, today I am happy. Yesterday I was happy.
Oh, that makes sense. Am or is become was. So if today I say the weather is sunny, Then yesterday I would say, the weather was cloudy.
Perfect example, Jack. So we can remember this rule easily. Use is for now and was for the past.
Got it. What about when we talk about places?
Good question. Let's try this. Where were you yesterday evening?
Yesterday evening I was at home. I watched a movie and relaxed on the sofa.
That sounds nice. And me, I was at the supermarket yesterday. I bought some vegetables and a little chocolate.
So we can say, I am at the supermarket for now, and I was at the supermarket for yesterday.
Exactly. It's simple. Just change the word.
Okay, now what about are? You are here today. What happens when we talk about yesterday?
Good one. Are changes to were. So you were here yesterday too.
Got it. So am and is become was, and are becomes were.
That's perfect. Let's practice a little. Jack, where were you last Saturday?
Last Saturday, I was at the park. The weather was nice, the park was full of people, and everyone looked happy. It was a great day.
That sounds lovely. And was it fun?
Yes, it was very fun. The park was beautiful, and there were many families with kids. I even saw a group of people playing guitar under a tree.
That's such a nice image. So you can say, the park was beautiful. The people were friendly. Both correct. Was and were.
Right. So was is for one person or one thing, like I was, he was, it was, and were is for more than one, like you were, they were, we were.
Exactly. You got it. Let's give our listeners a few more examples.
Sure. I was tired last night. You were at the cinema. The movie was great. We were happy.
Perfect. See, once you understand was and were, you can talk about almost anything that happened before now.
It's true. It's simple, but really powerful. I feel like I can already describe my whole day from yesterday just by using was and were.
Yes, and that's the first step to talking naturally about the past.
All right then. What's next?
Next, we'll talk about action verbs, the things we do. Because not everything in the past is about how we were or where we were. Sometimes we want to say what we did.
So now we're moving from was and were to verbs with ed.
Exactly. Let's go there next. All right, so now that we understand was and were, let's move on. Because not everything in the past is about where we were or how we felt. Sometimes we want to talk about what we did.
Yes, actions. Like things we actually do. Walking, talking, cooking, all that good stuff.
Exactly. These words are called verbs, action verbs. And here's something great. In English, most verbs are super easy to use in the past. We just add ed at the end.
Oh, really? That sounds simple enough. Can you give me an example?
Sure. Let's start with the verb walk. Today, I walked to the park. Yesterday, I walked to the park. See? Easy. Just add ed.
I like that. So today, I talked to Emily. Yesterday, I talked to my friend on the phone.
Perfect. That's exactly how it works. You're getting it so quickly, Jack.
Thanks, Emily. Let's try another one. Watch. Today, I watched TV in the evening. Yesterday, I watched a movie. It was a comedy. I laughed a lot.
Nice. What kind of comedy was it?
It was a funny one. I laughed a lot.
Good. So now you can see laugh becomes laughed, and the pattern keeps going. Cook becomes cooked. Play becomes played. Clean becomes cleaned.
Oh, I see. So for many verbs, you just add ed and that's it. That's super simple.
Exactly. That's why these are called regular verbs, because they follow the same rule every time.
I like that. Okay, let me try a little story. Just to practice.
Go for it.
Yesterday morning, I walked to the cafe. I listened to music on my headphones. I waited in line, and then I ordered a coffee. After that, I sat by the window and relaxed.
That's fantastic, Jack. You used so many great regular verbs. Walked, listened, waited, ordered, relaxed. They all sound completely natural.
Thanks. It really is easy once you get used to adding ed.
Yes, and the best part is, once you know this pattern, you can describe so many parts of your day. Like, I cooked breakfast. I cleaned my room. I played football. Or I watched a movie.
It's true. It's like opening a door to tell your whole story. And when you combine these with was and were, you can describe both what you did and how you felt.
Exactly, Jack. You can say things like, I was tired, but I cooked dinner. Or, we were happy because we played outside.
That sounds great. This ed rule is so useful. I feel like I can already talk about yesterday.
That's the goal. With just a few simple changes, you can express so much more in English.
All right, then. I think I'm ready for something a little more challenging.
Oh, I was waiting for you to say that. Because not every verb in English is this easy.
Ah, here it comes. The famous irregular verbs, right?
Exactly. Some verbs have their own special past forms. They don't use ed. They're a little tricky at first, but also fun to learn.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's face the challenge.
All right, then. Let's dive into the world of irregular verbs. All right, so now we know how to use ed for most verbs. But there's a little twist coming up.
Oh, I knew it. There's always a twist in English grammar.
You're right, Jack. Some verbs in English are a little different. We call them irregular verbs. They don't follow the regular ed rule. They change completely in the past tense.
Oh, I've heard about those. So, no ed, huh? That sounds interesting.
Exactly. Let's look at one of the most common ones, the verb go. Today, I go to work, but we don't say I goaded to work. That sounds a little funny, right?
Yeah, that sounds strange. Goaded. No, that can't be right. So what's the real past form?
The past of go is went. Today, I go to work. Yesterday, I went to work.
Ah, went. That makes sense. So go becomes went.
Exactly. Now let's try another one. What's a common thing we do every day? Ooh, eat.
Ah, yes. My favorite word. So today I eat breakfast. Yesterday I eated breakfast.
Nice try, Jack, but no ed here. The past of eat is ate. Yesterday, I ate breakfast.
Got it. Eat becomes ate. Today, I eat. Yesterday, I ate.
Perfect. Now, what if I ask, did you eat lunch yesterday?
Yes, I did. I ate a sandwich and some soup.
That sounds delicious. All right, let's keep going. What about drink? Today, I drink coffee. Yesterday,
Oh, I think I know this one. Yesterday, I drank coffee.
Yes, you got it. Drink becomes drink. So, go becomes went, eat becomes ate, drink becomes drank.
Okay, I like this pattern. It's like a puzzle. Each verb has its own secret code.
Exactly, Jack. That's a perfect way to think about it. Now, what about see? Today, I see a bird. Yesterday, I...
Saw a bird.
Perfect. Now let's add one more. Take. Today, I take the bus. Yesterday, I
Took the bus.
took. Nice. So take becomes took.
These are fun.
They are. Let's list them so our listeners can remember. Go becomes went. Eat becomes ate. Drink becomes drank. See becomes saw. Take becomes took.
All right, I've got 'em. Go, eat, drink, see, take. Went, ate, drank, saw, took. Got it.
You're doing great. Let's try using them in a short story.
Oh, okay, a story. Let's see. Yesterday morning, I went to the park. I saw many people walking their dogs. I ate a sandwich on a bench. I drank some water. And I took a few photos.
That's a wonderful little story. You used 5 irregular verbs perfectly. See how natural it sounds when you put them all together?
Yeah, it feels good. And I think listeners can really start to build their own sentences now.
Yes, and don't worry if you don't remember all the irregular verbs at once. It takes practice, but it becomes easier every time you use them.
That's comforting. Because sometimes English feels like a big mountain, but step by step, we climb it.
Exactly. Every little story you tell in English is another step up that mountain.
So, what's next?
Next, we'll make things even more fun. We'll put everything together. We'll use was and were, regular verbs and irregular verbs to build a full story about our weekend.
Oh, I like that. Stories help everything make sense.
Yes, they do. So, let's practice talking about the past in real-life stories. All right, Jack, let's put everything together. We've talked about was and were, regular verbs, and irregular verbs. Now, let's use them in a story. So, Jack, what did you do last weekend?
Last weekend was great. On Saturday, I went to the city with my friend. The weather was sunny and there were lots of people outside. It felt like the perfect day to explore.
That sounds lovely already. So, what did you and your friend do in the city?
First, we walked around and looked at the shops. I saw a nice blue shirt in one of the windows. I really liked it, but I didn't buy it. Instead, I bought a book about photography.
Ah, that's a good choice. So, buy becomes bought. You bought a book, and that's a perfect example of an irregular verb.
Yes, exactly. After shopping, we were hungry, so we went to a small restaurant near the park. I ate a big pizza. It had cheese, mushrooms, and tomatoes. And I drank a cold lemonade. My friend had pasta and some salad.
That sounds delicious. So, ate and drank. Nice use of irregular verbs again. How was the food?
It was really good. The restaurant was cozy and quiet. We talked for a long time about work, travel, and funny memories from school.
That sounds wonderful. I love when conversations just flow like that. So, what did you do after dinner?
After dinner, we took a short walk around the square. The city lights were beautiful. Everything was glowing. Then we took the train home. On the way, we listened to music and laughed a lot. It was such a relaxing evening.
That sounds like the perfect day, Jack. You used was, were, regular verbs like talked and walked, and irregular verbs like went, ate, and took. That's an amazing mix.
Thanks, Emily. It really helps when you put everything into one story. It makes the grammar feel real, like something you can actually use in life.
Exactly. Grammar should never feel like just rules. It should feel like stories, like conversations, like sharing moments.
I completely agree, Emily. I feel like I can really talk about my day now, not just in simple sentences, but with real emotion.
That's the goal. And that's what we want our listeners to do too, to use English to tell their stories. Because learning a language is really about connecting with people.
So true, Emily. All right, your turn now. What did you do on your last holiday?
Oh, I knew that question was coming. Okay, let's see. My last holiday was in the spring, and it was absolutely lovely. All right, so my last holiday was in the spring, and it was absolutely lovely. I went to a small town in the countryside with my sister. It wasn't a big, busy place. It was quiet, green, and full of fresh air.
That already sounds peaceful. How long did you stay there?
We stayed for 3 days and 2 nights. It wasn't a long trip, but it was exactly what we needed. The hotel we stayed in was small and old, but it was also very charming. It had big wooden windows, soft yellow lights, and a lovely view of the hills.
Ah, that sounds like the perfect countryside escape. So, what did you and your sister do during the trip?
Every morning, we woke up early and walked in the hills. The air was cool and fresh, and the sun rose slowly over the mountains. We saw many sheep and cows. They looked so calm and happy. Sometimes we just stopped walking and listened to the sounds of nature, the wind, the birds, the soft bells on the animals.
That sounds beautiful. It must have been very relaxing.
It really was. And every afternoon, we visited the small shops in the town. There were old bakeries, handmade craft stores, and even one little shop that sold local cheese. I bought some cheese there. It was rich and creamy. We ate it with bread for lunch and drank fresh apple juice from a local farm.
That sounds delicious. So, you used bought, ate, and drank, all irregular verbs. Nice work, Emily.
Thank you, Jack. I guess teaching English really pays off. But yes, that lunch was one of my favorite memories. We sat outside the shop, under a big tree, watching people walk by slowly. Everyone looked happy and relaxed.
That sounds like a perfect afternoon. What about the evenings?
In the evenings, we were usually tired after walking all day, so we went back to the hotel had a cup of tea, and read our books. It was quiet, just the sound of the wind and the night insects outside. We didn't even use our phones much. We just enjoyed the silence. It felt peaceful. Honestly, it was one of the most peaceful holidays I've ever had.
Wow, Emily, that sounds amazing. You used was, were, walked, saw, bought, and drank. A perfect mix of past tense verbs.
Thank you. Yes, I guess my story turned into a little grammar lesson too.
Well, that's the best way to learn, through real stories. And your story is such a great example of how natural the past tense can sound in conversation.
Exactly. And that's what I always tell my students. Don't just memorize verbs, use them. Make them part of your story, your memories, your life.
That's beautiful, Emily, and so true. Language is really about sharing life, not just grammar.
Absolutely. So, listeners, when you practice, try to tell a small story about your day, your weekend, or your holiday, just like we did. Don't worry if it's short. What matters is that you're speaking and remembering naturally.
Yes, and remember, every sentence you speak in English brings you closer to confidence, so keep practicing.
Exactly. Now, before we wrap up, let's do a quick review of everything we've learned today. All right, let's take a moment to review what we learned today. We covered quite a lot, didn't we?
Oh, yes, we really did. We started with the verb to be, words like am, is, and are, and we learned how they change in the past.
Exactly. So am and is become was, and are becomes were. For example, I am at home becomes I was at home. You are happy becomes you were happy.
Perfect. Then we talked about regular verbs, those easy ones that just add ed, like walk to walked, play to played, cook to cooked, and clean to cleaned.
Yes, those are simple and very useful. And after that, we explored the irregular verbs, the special ones that don't follow the ED rule.
Right. Those are like little surprises in English. Go to went, eat to ate, drink to drank, see to saw, take to took, buy to bought, have to had, and come to came.
Perfect list. And we also learned that it's okay to make mistakes because mistakes are part of learning.
Absolutely. When you make a mistake, it just means you're trying, and that's how you improve. Nobody learns a language perfectly in one day.
That's so true. Learning English is like planting a tree. You don't see the results right away, but if you keep practicing every day, you'll wake up one day and realize, wow, I can speak English.
I love that image. Learning like planting a tree. And stories help that tree grow faster, right?
Exactly. Every time you tell a story in English, even a short one, you're watering that tree. So keep talking, keep sharing, keep learning.
Yes, and to our listeners, remember you don't have to be perfect to be confident. You just need to start speaking, even if it's simple.
Beautifully said, Jack. So let's keep this energy going. We'll end today's lesson with a small challenge for our listeners.
Ooh, I love challenges. What's the challenge, Emily?
It's simple. We want you, our amazing listeners, to write a short comment using the past tense. Tell us what you did last weekend. You can write something easy like, I went to the park, or I watched a movie, Or, I ate pizza with my family.
That's a great way to practice. Don't be shy, even one sentence helps. And who knows, maybe we'll read your comment in the next episode.
That would be fun.
And of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Mrs. English channel so you don't miss our next lesson.
Yes, your support means so much to us. It keeps this channel alive and growing, just like that English tree we talked about.
That's right. So, thank you everyone for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed learning how to talk about the past and that you'll keep practicing with us.
It was such a fun conversation, Jack. I learned a lot myself.
Me too, Jack. And we hope our listeners feel the same. Remember, keep speaking, keep smiling, and never give up.
All right, everyone. That's all for today. See you next time, right here on Mrs. English channel.
Goodbye for now.